Yeah, it's good to be here tonight. My wife's also here with me. She grew up in Morenci, and I dragged her along. We have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls. 2 of them were 2 boys were in the service. Recently, one got out of he's a captain in the Army, and now he's going to the medical school back in Chicago. But again, I'm not here just to talk about my kids. I'm here to talk about some of my thinking. I have a mom, 93 years old. She lives in Dewey, Arizona, and she's independent. But I kind of like to use her as an example of how the government should be. She is 93, and she says, don't spend it if you don't have it. I have a little bit of money because I didn't waste it, she says. And again, I think that's the way our government should be. They shouldn't waste it, they shouldn't abuse it, they shouldn't get credit. They should be very frugal, like my mom is. She'd say, don't go on a trip unless you got the money. And she's very like that. And again, our government seems like it's kind of getting out of control. We aren't doing like the Constitution. We're supposed to be protecting the borders, the government is, and protecting the people, not micromanaging, telling us all what we should be doing. If anything, in 2010, I think we need to think almost like in Moses, he said, set our people free. There's too much oppression, too much things coming in, trying to control us and socialize the country, I believe. We need to be set free of that. We need to be independent, let the government do what it's supposed to be doing, protecting our borders. Now again, quickly on education, I am an educator. I have been. We moved here 30 years ago. I've taught in a lot of places in the state. I currently am up on the reservation, an assistant principal. The principal I work with is Navajo, and he's also saying his taxes have gone up. So he switched over to become a Republican. So again, I just think, and some of the other people I work with don't even want to go to the hospitals there because they say they got to wait too long. They'd rather go in the Gallup or to Flagstaff and pay than have to sit for 6 to 10 hours. So again, our government needs to get on track. In education, I was going to mention, I think our teachers are important, our homeschoolers are important, and they need to keep going on. But we need to cut back in Vegas trips, we need to cut back Arizona Department of Ed. There's way too many Department of Ed people, too many middlemen, and even too many administrators. We need to cut back so the teacher can teach, and the teacher gets paid. They don't need to be told every year they don't get a raise. But I'm not saying they need to be paid enormous amounts, but I just think they need to be treated equally. And our firemen, all of those people, they need to be respected for what they do. Quickly, a Second Amendment right. Again, I'm a hunter and fisherman. Our people need to feel like they can hunt and survive, and nobody's going to come take their guns. So I'll just kind of conclude. I'll give 1 of my minutes away. But the only thing I was going to say is, the Lord's my shepherd. He watches me like a hawk. If you vote for me, I'll be your eyes, ear, and mouth in Congress.